Are y'all ready to have some fun? Then you're in the right place. Welcome to Carolyn's Corner Live. The show will begin shortly. Thanks for joining us. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Carolyn's Corner Live. You know what? If my husband had a mute button, I would never be heard from again. I muted myself again. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Carolyn's Corner Live. I'll be your host tonight, Miss Carolyn, and I am here with a great guy by the name of Ethan Smith. Are you still with us, Ethan? Whoops, I think he froze up. Ethan, you froze up again. Can you go out and come back in? Y'all can see him sitting there, but he's like a statue. There he is. Oh my gosh.
Oh goodness!
There you are, Ethan.
Laptop off because I think that's pulling away from the signal.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad you made it back, hon. Welcome, Ethan. Welcome to Carolyn's Corner Live. It's so funny. I forgot to unmute myself again, Ethan. So I forgot to unmute myself, and then you went into the alternate universe for a second. I'm glad you came back.
Oh goodness! Goodness!
Yeah, we joke a lot about when people disappear. It's like we always want to throw out a rope to go get them. I want to say welcome to all of our great viewers out there. Let me see who we have on here. I'm going to introduce you in just a moment. So first of all, we have my dear friend, Miss Sarah Cox. Sarah, you're so amazing. Sarah's here every show, and she's just such a great supporter. I love you, honey. Thank you for joining us. Oh, look, we have down below Sarah. You may know this young lady, Miss Peggy Holcomb Kirkland. She says, howdy, y'all. Well,
what's going on, Aunt Peggy?
Well, howdy, Peggy. It's so cool. I'll tell you all about Peggy. Ethan is Peggy's nephew, and Peggy is an old friend from, oh boy, we don't even want to say how long ago that I was a freshman in high school, but let me just say it was a long time ago. And she lives in Waco, Texas, and so does Ethan, and that happens to be where I'm from as well. So it's a small world. Miss Peggy told me about her nephew, and I am thrilled that we've got you on. Let's see what this says. I didn't even see it. Coons ago. Yeah, coons ago, Peggy. That's a good description. It was so long ago. She sent me a picture when we were, I guess I'm freshman. I don't even remember taking the picture when we were at a parade. And I was like, well, I know that's me, but God, I don't even remember taking that picture. So time has flown by. And so now her nephew is more grown already. Basically, you're grown. I can't say you're a little boy anymore. I didn't even meet you back then. So we've had a whole life since then.
I'm a little boy at heart. It's okay.
I know. Well, no, I'm not young at heart. I wish I was. So I want to say welcome to everybody and thanks so much for coming on. We are going to have a blast tonight. Homecoming 83. Wasn't that a song, Peggy? Homecoming. Oh, that was Homecoming 63. It feels like it was 63. That was 1983. Oh my God. Wow. Do you realize? Oh my God, that's just crazy. And I quit school like an idiot and got married in 83, I believe. No, I didn't. I got married in 86. Let's see. So Peggy, yeah.
No, I got married 30 years before I was born. I'm terrible at that.
Wow. Oh my gosh. So Ethan is in fact old enough to be my grandson. How sad is that? So let me see. Peggy said, I did too, but didn't get married. Yeah, I got married and I got divorced, and now I'm remarried to my great husband now. That was a long time ago.
83 was actually 10 years before I was born. Never mind.
Oh my God. So you were born in 93. So you're a little bit younger than my son. My son was born in 91. Okay. Wow. Man, time just goes by so fast. So let's see who this is. Barbara Holcomb Taylor. Wait, let me get this up on there. I'll make sure. Barbara Holcomb Taylor. Oh, you're calling her. By the way, all of you out there, this is the new way to call people. Barbara! You just put their name in there and it sends it through the universe. Oh my gosh, Seth, we are going to have a lot of fun tonight. Let me see what this young man said. This is Edgar Ramos. Hello, Carolyn. Hello, Edgar. Another great friend of mine. Such a great supporter. And by the way, if you want some pickles, some homemade pickles, spicy or regular, let Edgar know. He'll send them to you. Edgar, do you ship all the way to Waco? I guess I should have asked before I offered your services. He makes some really good pickles. So let me see. She said, that's my sister and Ethan's grandma. That's crazy, Peggy.
Yeah.
When you know what? I always tell everybody, I used to be young, right? And I'd see a guy, years and years ago, and I'd say, "Ooh, look at him." I tell my husband this all the time. And then one day I woke up and I said, "That's a nice looking young man." And I looked at my husband and I laughed. I said, "When did that happen? When did I get old?" He said, "I don't know." I said, "I literally woke up old one day." Oh my gosh.
Goodness.
I don't know. I have a lot of fun. Hello, Kathleen. How are you, beautiful? It's so good to see you. Thank you all for joining us. We're going to have a lot of fun. So, Ethan, your name is Ethan Smith, and you're with a band called Dirt Road Rebellion, I guess, because your band is called Ethan Smith and the Dirt Road Rebellion.
Yes,
Why don't you introduce yourself? I already told him your name, and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I originally grew up in West Kama, Texas, which is just north of Waco, probably about 30 minutes or so north of Waco. And picked up guitar at the age of 15, and country was far out of my mind. I was not even close to a country artist. I wore the skinny jeans, had the long hair and gauges in my ears, and clean shaven, and was headbanging on stage with a bunch of metalheads. So
wow. So you were playing heavy metal.
Yeah, screamo metal to be exact. So
screamo metal? I need to write that down.
Well, people call it screamo. It's called metalcore, which is it's like a cross between punk and metal kind of put together. So you get singing and screaming, and it's a whole lot.
Well, that's pretty drastic compared to what you're singing now. So now what do you? So how long did you do that? First of all.
So I probably did that for, part of about 3 or 4 years. And then once I left the band, we actually went on tour to Colorado and back. And then I left shortly after. And I started just playing pop punk acoustically, which is a lot like bands like Mayday Parade and Secondhand Serenade, stuff like that. So I did that for a little bit and kind of started getting down on myself and gave up music for about 3 or 4 years. Just hung up all about it. And I was out in Gatesville, lived out in Gatesville to try to get my mind right and straighten up my life. And ran into an old punk rock buddy, and he was like, "Hey man, this country thing's working, so why don't you come to this open mic?" And next thing I know, here I am like 4 or 5 years later in a country band touring around Texas.
Wow. Did you ever think, I'm sure you didn't at that time, that you would have ever sang country?
Oh no, like I even went to the open mic, and I didn't even play country when I went to the open mic. I actually played like Matchbox 20 and Stained and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Basically got booed off the stage, and I looked at my buddy Taylor and I was like, "Look, man, not for me. I'm not going to do it." He's like, "No, do it one more time. Go learn a few country songs." So I learned some Thomas Rhett and some Chris Stapleton, and I went back and everybody loved my voice, and I was like, I guess this is going to work. So.
Wow, how cool. I've seen that with a lot of people. And by the way, speaking of a lot of people, I've got another great guy on here, Jeffrey Nallman. I want to show you what he put. I don't know if you saw it a second ago. He said Screamo County is next. That's what he said. No, Screamo Country is next. I tell you what, Jeffrey Nallman was on our show, and we've had some amazingly talented people. Honestly, I'm so blessed, Ethan, and I'm adding you to the list now. I'm excited. But he was on our show, and we were listening to him, and I was like, because he definitely, Jeffrey is not country either. To me, he's like a rock, but he had the coolest sound. He's got the coolest sound. So y'all have a lot in common. You both have a very unique, very cool sound. Jeffrey, I know you're going to like this. I just know. I'm so glad you're here, hon. I really am. Jeffrey's amazing. He's also a playwright. He's doing all kinds of good stuff out there in the world. And I'm so glad he's joining us tonight. So I see a lot of people doing that. They go from the heavy metal or the hard rock, and then they switch to country, because you see a lot of people going from all that to country, because country seems to be where it's at right now.
Yeah. You got artists like Co Wetzel and Austin Meade, even Giovanni and the Hired Guns or Pecos and the Rooftops. They all came from that punk rock and metal music. It even dates honestly as far back as Garth Brooks. He was in grunge rock before he ever went country. So
You know what? Somebody told me that, and you don't remember, but when he had his alter ego attack,
oh
what
yeah,
was that guy's
really
name?
yeah.
Everybody said his songs were actually pretty good. We've talked about it a little bit. I can't remember his alter ego. Jeffrey will remember. Jeffrey, do you remember his alter ego name? Grimes. Anyway, it'll come to me. If somebody remembers, type it in there because I can't remember. We just said, oh no, he's gone off the deep end. But and yeah, so I noticed a lot of people are doing that. And country is such a mixture now of rock, country, pop, rap. It's like everything balled up into one, I think. It's not traditional country anymore. We did have,
Not,
yeah, it's so different. Last week we did have a traditional country band and they're amazing. Country is where my heart is because that's what I grew up on, but I like all music. Chris Gaines. I knew somebody would know the answer. You guys are so smart. Thank you, Peggy. Chris Gaines. I remember when that happened, I was just like, well, he's gone off the deep end. Okay, stand by just a second. But he went back to country. But you know what? Well, he was already so big. You know, if you're as big as Garth Brooks, you can't really. It's not like anybody's going to tell you, no, that's not good, Garth. But from what I remember, he had some really good stuff come out of that. So, and you have some really great songs, and I love your voice. When I listened to it, I was like, man, your aunt steered me right. Peggy said, well, I have a nephew who has a band in a band. I said, oh, really? Tell me more. Because, you know, I hear that a lot. Yes, she does. She does. And I was so excited when I heard y'all. I was like, man, would they come on our show? Because to me, I feel like I'm like, nobody, they're going to come on our show. They're too good. Just like I thought Jeffrey was too good and all these amazing people. And then y'all come on and we get to hear you and share your talent and share it. God, it's just so cool. It really, really is cool, Ethan. And I'm so thrilled that you're here. So you've been playing country for how long now?
Closely around, I guess, 4 or 5 years. Let's see. 4 years. Yeah, 4 years.
That's good. It seems like you're pretty successful up in that area. Have you been able to expand out of the Central Texas area as well, or no?
So, believe it or not, Waco doesn't really even know I exist. So,
really,
it's actually really, really tough to get booked around Waco unless you're playing the bigger venues like the Backyard or like Freight Bar downtown, Lakeside Tavern, like those places. And I've played at those places a few times, but most of our following is actually in the DFW. So that's where we spent our year. This year is playing a lot of DFW. So
yeah, and that's crazy to me because it's so much bigger than Waco. At least it used to be. Who knows? I haven't been there in so long. Waco may have already outshined Dallas. I don't know, but
no, Waco's
wow. Yeah, it's pretty big, isn't it now? Because when I lived there, it was not that big. But yeah. Wow, in the DFW area, that's pretty amazing because you have a pretty big following over there. I know you do because I like your sound, and I can just imagine. I can't wait to hear you somewhere down here in South Texas. That's my goal.
I would.
My goal is to always get people closer so we can go see you live. You know, so ladies and gentlemen, keep your eyes peeled because you're gonna hopefully, good Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. And my co-host hates it when I say that because it flooded here one year when I said that. We're going to see more of Ethan Smith and the Dirt Road Rebellion. You know, that's a cool name. I want to find out, how did you come up with that name for the band?
Honestly?
Yeah, it's going to be good. You live on a dirt road?
Not at all.
No, okay. That would be too simple.
I mean, I grew up on a dirt road. I grew up out in Axtell, Texas, and out in West.
You lived in Axtell?
Well, I lived between West and Axtell out in Leroy, so a little small 300 people town.
Yes. So, you're not going to believe it. When my husband and I first got married, we lived in a mobile home in Axtell, Texas.
Yeah.
Wow,
yeah.
Small world. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Yeah, there is.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
Oh, my gosh.
Back in 2019 was really when I got the band officially together. And it was me and two of my buddies who've never played instruments in their life. I put drumsticks in one hand and put a bass guitar in the other's hand, and I taught them how to do it because I got tired of looking for people. So I figured, you know, what do they say? Those who can't do teach or whatever.
Yeah.
So I figured I'd teach them.
Are you serious? So you taught them how to play the instruments to be in your band?
Yeah, instruments.
I'm available. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm not. It's too far. I can play from here. Go ahead. That's
So
hilarious. I love it.
we actually just got completely hammered drunk one night,
Yeah.
and that's actually where the name come from because we were like, well, we were kind of a rebellious crowd back then.
Yeah, of course.
Regretfully, drugs involved and whatnot.
Oh yeah.
And back then, it was a party crowd. It was where's the next party? What's going on? I was still trying to get out of my life in Gatesville because I was always in parties and stuff out there. So,
Right.
trying to transition back to two kids and a girlfriend and whatnot. But it was rough. So we were still rebellious and whatnot. So we were like, okay, it's not Ethan Smith and the Rebels. That just sounds lame. So, and everywhere we were partying, we were always on a dirt road somewhere, getting our truck sideways, getting my car sideways, just causing a ruckus. So it came up to be the Dirt Road Rebellion, and it stuck. And unfortunately, when COVID hit, those guys kind of bailed, and one picked up bad habits, and the other one straightened his life out, and he's living a great life, and he just doesn't want to do music. So
Right.
eventually, the band members came to me, so it was good.
Wow, that is so awesome. I can just see y'all out on a dirt road, and I know where you grew in that area where you grew up. A lot of times, there's nowhere else to go. There's nothing else to do.
Oh yeah. If you see tire marks on pavement out there, I was probably one of them.
Oh yeah, you were running that quarter mile, weren't you?
Oh, I was the one. I like to go around the turns and get sideways. So.
Oh my God, that sounds like my son. What do you call that? Drifting. Mom, you're gonna go drifting. I'm like, oh God, you're gonna give me a heart attack. No, I do not want to go drifting. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I used to enjoy stuff like that, but no, not anymore. Wow, that's cool. Well, I am so glad you
arrested. So
yeah, it's always fun until somebody gets hurt or in trouble. One of the
other. Oh yeah.
Let's see. Peggy said, and his brother Patrick, aka Spook, is in the band. Oh, yes, okay. Yes. So tell us about Patrick.
Oh, Patrick. Well, me and him work a lot.
He's the one that looks like you. I thought it was you in the picture. I was like, wow.
Yeah, so we look a lot alike. He's got this Goldilocks beautiful mullet, And if you don't see the facial hair, you think he's a little girl sometimes. But
okay. And he plays guitar or bass, or what does he play?
He plays. He's our lead guitar player and backup rhythm. Wow. So it was like pulling teeth trying to get him to come join me because I wanted to, show him what it's like in the music world. Yeah. And
I'm just gonna keep putting the comments from your aunt. She's so funny. Dimples.
And Dimples. He's got to this day, he is turning 22 this year, and he still has beautiful little dimples.
Oh.
But
oh my goodness.
We finally got him into practice, and it was just me, him, and the bass player. I didn't even have a drummer yet, and we got to playing. I think it was Bloodstream. We got to play in Bloodstream because I had already had a lot of these songs written. And he starts busting out this bluesy little lead thing. And I'm like, when were you going to tell me you know how to play lead?
So he didn't want you to know because he's like, I don't want to take away your shine, your light.
Yeah. And it turned into something good. And
wow.
He played with us all of last year. I think if he could ever make his mind up, I think this year might actually end up being his last year with us. He's got a pretty blonde girlfriend he's trying to build a life with, and I have to respect that. I want the best for my brother. So if he doesn't want to play,
of course you do. Oh, that's going to be hard though, especially if y'all built up that rapport. So you're going to have to get somebody to replace him. You play guitar as well, right? What do you play? What all do you play? Obviously, you play bass. Because you taught them. You play drums because you taught them.
I do now. I learned while they learned. So,
wow.
But I'm not too good at bass and drums. I can get the basics down, simple beats and whatnot. I don't really play lead guitar. I don't have the ear for it. I know the pentatonic scales and all that. I just don't have the ear to get it right, I guess. And
I can barely play rhythm, so you can do that. You're doing
better. I'm primarily rhythm and vocals. I mess around on piano, but I couldn't keep a melody to save my life on piano.
It's really hard. Well, for me anyway, because I'm a songwriter too, and I'm trying to learn guitar after all these years. I've been trying because I get frustrated and give up, but it's really hard to play and sing. That's what I'm trying to learn, just so I can barely accompany myself. You know what I mean? So I can. I'm like, man, I'm getting old. I better hurry up and do this if I'm going to do it. Right. I'm running out of time.
I always tell people 30 minutes a day at least, and that'll help you wear in your fingers and and really get into the groove of playing. So
Yeah, and I'm still searching for that easy F chord because I tell everybody if it has an F, I'm effed because I cannot play an F to save my
so
life.
take a C chord,
Yeah,
and drop it all down one string, and you have a F.
that'll be the exact same thing. I don't have to have a capo.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, come on, really? Oh my
Yeah, it's
God.
that easy.
Years I've been trying to do this, Ethan. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. What is, she can, let's see. Your Aunt Peggy said she can bust out a mean version of Mary Had a Little Lamb.
Oh, oh,
I
man.
don't even know if I can play that. Oh my God. I'm going to try that, Ethan. Drop down one. That I know. I know how to
Yeah.
do that. I know how to play a C. Really? Oh my God. That's so frustrating. Okay, I'm going to try it.
UltimateGuitarTabs.com.
Yeah, my son tried to show me how to play tabs, and to me, I don't know why in my brain it was too almost like math, and it felt like it was backwards, and I'm like,
Yeah.
and my brain just couldn't grasp it.
So the cool
And
thing is they don't just do tabs. You can actually get chord sheets as well, and then you can actually
yeah.
hover over the chord, and it'll show you exactly where to put your fingers, and you play it from there.
Oh, maybe I should go back to it then. Maybe I should give him
So
another shot.
yeah, little secret, I don't learn by ear.
Yeah,
So
absolutely. I know there's a lot of great resources out there on YouTube as well. Just I was watching some guy yesterday talking about it. He said 20 minutes a day and you can play 1,000 songs. And I was like, really? 1,000 songs?
it's a little exaggerated, but
Yeah, I think so. I think it's a little exaggerated. But I hardly ever want to play covers. I would just let me play my own. You know what I mean? So,
right.
speaking of playing your own, have you written all of these songs that we're going to hear tonight?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, I'll tell you right now, before the show, I do not listen to all of the lyrics. I listen to some of the lyrics, but I want to be just as surprised as our audience is. And from the little bit that I heard, I'm like, wow, these are really good songs. Really good songs. You're very talented.
I appreciate it.
You're welcome. And your voice is just outstanding. And I know personally where these songs come from. So it's almost hard for me to really, it's like, because sometimes songs at least for me, you usually write the songs at the hardest times in your lives, when you're going through stuff. And to me, it's really hard to write a happy song. So it's like, I know you wrote that from a place, and it's like, I'm trying to be impartial, because I had somebody
I'm the same way, because most of my songs are about like alcoholism. I was really bad about that. Smoking marijuana, or all the things I sing about are things that I have done in the past, and then once I've turned my life around, it's just reflecting over all of that, and I've got tons of material I can pull from.
Well, I mean, I guess in a way, then it's good you went through all that, because you wouldn't have any material if you didn't.
Yeah, otherwise, I'd be like Taylor Swift writing about breakups.
Exactly. We talk about that all the time. Hurry up, get with somebody else so you can break up again so we can get some more songs. So let's get to your first song, because I'm super excited for everyone to hear this. I could talk to you all night, and we do have plenty of time. Yeah. But this first song, you have a music video too, and I was like, man, I'm very impressed with this. This one is called East Texas Pines. Tell us a little bit about this one real quick.
So I worked for a detail company called Bulldog Auto Detailing, which they actually sponsor the band, which is cool. So I didn't burn a bridge. We kept that relationship, and they were willing to come on and sponsor. But to the story, we also doubled as a logistics company, and we would deliver boom trucks for a company called Versalift, which I later on worked for. But we would drive all over the east, like down the East Coast, and deliver as far as Florida and back. So every time I was driving east, you get into those pine trees, and then once you're past the East Texas border, you're stuck in pine trees for at least 4 states,
Yeah.
And it was just something about it, like especially when we got into the colder weather, like they're evergreen trees, they're beautiful, they're tall,
huge, yeah.
It's to me, it's like the 8th wonder of the world, and I fell in love with it. There would be times I'd stop off on the side of the road and just go walk into the woods. And back then, I'd walk into the woods and probably light a joint and enjoy myself and then come home. So that was like a kind of getaway, which sometimes it sucked. The scheduling would be bad, but that's when I came home, and my old bass player, who I taught how to play bass, he came over for a few drinks, and we were talking, and I was like, hey man, check this out. And I just had the first verse done. So he actually helped me finish writing that, and kind of threw it in there. He had been out to East Texas as well, so we kind of felt each other's feelings on that song. So my old bass player, Daryl Jones, he was a co-write with that, and it just turned into what it was. And then with the music video, funny story is I didn't even have to pay for that.
Wow, so, how'd you pull that off?
So I had a buddy I worked with the detail company. He was our media guy. So he did all the pictures, the social media, everything. And he was trying to sell a 350Z, a little sports car, and which I had an Infiniti, which is like the same exact car. So I knew exactly what to do to fix it. So I fixed this car for him. And he was like, hey, let's shoot a music video. So we loaded up in his little Toyota Corolla and hauled ass over to Crockett, Texas. And so we went out to Ratcliffe Lake Park, and we did that out there. So
wow, it looks so pretty. Y'all did a really good job.
And
I gotta do this before I forget. I spoke to my son earlier today, and he is actually the PA on a music video set today. And he said shout out to @It's Carmine. So y'all check him out. He's doing that today. So that's pretty cool that you said that about the video. So there's your shout out, man. I don't want to forget. All right. So let's listen to this great song. I'm super excited. Ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I'm so excited for you to hear this. This is East Texas Pines. Are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Here we go. And I'm going to mute my mic.
Texas pines. It's a cold breeze blowing in on me. Think about them times in them pines. Got some time to go till I find myself back home, a couple 100 miles away. Can't explain how I feel right now, rolling into town, thinking about them times in them pines. When these Texas pines are calling my name, all my worries just fade away as I roll down the old two-lane highways, missing all the yesterdays, and I roll on up and I fly high. Ain't no turning back tonight as I fall in love just one more time. But these Texas pines, phone rings again. Do I answer? Well, hell no. Trees again, watching this night fall, laying next to you, hold you in my arms, think about them times in them pines. These Texas pines are calling my name, all my worries just fade away as I roll down the two-lane highways, missing all them yesterdays, and I roll on up and I fly high. Ain't no turning back tonight as I fall in love just one more time. With these Texas pines. My name, all my worries just fade away as I roll down the old two-lane highways, yesterdays, and I roll on up and I fly high. Ain't no turning back tonight as I fall in love just one more time. But these Texas pines, East Texas pines.
Wow, Ethan, that is such a great song. Such a great song. Can you hear me? Uh-oh, you're froze up again, Ethan. You ever heard that saying, cat's got your tongue? Uh-oh, he froze up again, folks. I wonder if he knows. I know that was so great. Let me message him on Messenger because maybe he doesn't know he's froze up. Wasn't that great? Gosh, the scenery there is beautiful. I don't know what's going on over there. Let me hold on, guys. I don't know. It'd be kind of weird to talk to him like that. Oh my gosh, Ethan. He's a statue. Y'all, let's show him some love while he comes back on. Come on, Ethan. Come on. Come back to us. Come back to us. It shows he has full signal. I don't know what happened. He'll come back. He's coming back. Oh gosh, I want to welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. Let me see here. Jamie, I loved it too, didn't you? Oh my gosh, I think it's so good. This guy's so talented. Hope he comes right back. So I call it our alternate universe. People get lost out there. And sometimes they're never heard from again. Hopefully that won't happen. Okay. He says, I don't know what's happening. There he is. There he is.
All right.
Ethan. Oh, thank God. We were getting worried. I was about to send the search party.
I know. I'm about to cry.
Poor thing. Well, I joke and say we have this giant rope. I picture it like one of those big fishing, like the ship rope. And we throw it out and drag you back in like a tug of war rope. You got him? Okay, good. Wow, Ethan, that is a great song. And the video, man, I want to go hang out there.
Oh, it's beautiful. I plan to take the family one day to go out there. When we get a little bit older, we'll go out there and kayak and everything. It'll be fun. So.
Oh, yes. What is the name of that place again? I'm going to take advantage of that.
It's Ratcliffe Lake Park. So it's actually only about 2 hours and 30 minutes from Waco. So not too bad.
Really? I really would like to check that out. It's beautiful. I'm writing it down. Wow. So while you vanished, we have a young lady by the name of Jamie Kosna on here. And she said, love this. She put hearts and this. Jamie, that's so sweet. She love this.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jamie. And thank you, everyone. And by the way, thank you for pairing the show. It's called Pairing, Ethan. Remember I said, what is it called? Pairing. I'm learning all of this. By the way, don't forget to go to our new website. I just checked. It is live streaming on there too, because I'm just learning all kinds of stuff. So you can go to carolinscorner.live. Don't go there yet. Just stay where you are. I don't want you to get lost. Don't get lost.
Don't get
lost. Justin Hewitt. Justin Hewitt. Are you from Hewitt, Justin?
Justin Hewitt is from Waco. He is actually Whitney, to be exactly. He's actually a good friend of mine. There we go, Justin.
So cool. Let me see where'd it go. Hold on. Ethan is awesome. Oh, wait, somebody else. Katrin Nell.
Keaton Nell.
Keaton Nell. I can't see him. Sorry. Yeah, I agree. I think he's really awesome. Thank you guys so much for being here. Let me see. I'm trying to put them up here because Peggy said, I know that Taylor girl, and I'm sorry I can't remember her last name, but she is great. Oh, are you talking about the girl I was telling you about, Taylor Hughes? Is that what she's talking about? Yeah. She's really great. She's really great, Peggy. She's from Tennessee. I hope we're talking about the same Taylor. That'd be weird if we weren't. Oklahoma, howdy. Well, howdy, Oklahoma. Welcome.
All right.
Welcome, Jamie. It's so good to see you all, really. I appreciate y'all coming on and supporting this great young man and supporting Carolyn's Corner. What I want y'all to do, please, it's very important. Please like, comment, and share. And if you're on YouTube, please subscribe because we're trying to at least get to 100 subscribers.
Same for us.
Yes. Please subscribe. Please. This old lady. We have featured so many great people. My gosh, Ethan, you're phenomenal. I really like your sound. I love it. I love it.
I appreciate that.
You're welcome. Let me take this off. And I joke that's my boy. Let's see who said that. Jamie said, oh, that's not it. Sorry. Hold on. I clicked the wrong thing.
I can get comments here. Let's see.
Oh, you seen them there?
Well, I got to scroll down. That's Josh Garza. He's actually my new media guy. So
nice. Hi, Josh. Well, Josh, how do you think I made my own website and I'm doing this all by myself? Don't judge this old lady, okay?
Josh does a lot of our live photography and video and stuff like that. So anything that comes out live, it all came from Josh. So.
Wow, great job, Josh. Gosh, that's a big job in itself because that's a big part of your success. You have to get your name out there and let people see you, you know? Yeah. And he does a great job. That's awesome. I'm enjoying it very much. I'm ready to hear another song. Are y'all ready? You rock, Carolyn. Why, thank you.
Hopefully I don't freeze.
Why, thank you. Yeah, don't freeze again. So I think what it was, y'all, I think Ethan got nervous and he just froze.
I know. I kept looking at the good-looking guy in the video, and I'm like, man,
like, who is that? Yeah, it's really weird because I'm talking to the people, but it's weird because I'm actually talking to myself a lot of times. We do
that's how it works. So.
It's so funny. And I hate looking at myself in the mirror. Oh, that's why. Howdy. I think. Well, you can see them, right?
Yeah.
I lost it.
Oh,
went so fast.
Oh yes. So she was definitely like our biggest fan at Greenwood last weekend, and
nice.
Pardon my language, but Austin Meade has a shirt and it says "Howdy Fuckers" on it.
Oh, so that's where that comes from.
That's where that came from. I was wearing that at the show.
So cool. That reminds me, do y'all have any merchandise yet?
We do. So right now we have 2 different T-shirts. We have hats on orders, and we have authentic leather koozies.
I saw that. That's why I mentioned it. Those are so cool. I have koozies, but they're not made of leather. That is so cool, Ethan.
That actually came from one of our sponsors, Rank Bay Leather, actually just in he's actually in China Springs. So he will ship. If you guys find him on Facebook, he will make what you want, anything from belts to wallets to laptop covers to guitar koozies. I mean, he will do literally anything you want and get it shipped to you. So
that is so cool. And you have sponsors. That's amazing. I think that's so cool, Ethan. I'm so proud of you. It's like you're my long lost son. I'm so proud of you, son. I'm so proud of you. Gosh, let's do another song. Let me read this. Keaton says, Ethan is refreshing to listen to and something new to my ears. Yes, I agree.
Thank you, Keaton. I appreciate it, brother.
That is very well said. Very well said. So let me see. Make sure I'm not missing anybody. I try to make sure. Oklahoma howdy. I already said that. Okay. I'm sorry. Not that I'm dismissing you, sweetie. Okay. So the next song we're going to listen to is called Roots. Tell us a little bit about Roots. I'm excited.
So Roots was the first single released on the streaming platforms. The cool thing about that is I don't necessarily enjoy playing cover music all the time. So a lot of my deal that when I set out to do this was if I'm going to do it, it's going to be all me, 100% me.
There you go.
I was kind of just thinking like, I don't dress up like a cowboy. Like I hang out with cowboys and stuff, but I don't wear the pearl snaps and the shiny boots. Like my boots are dirty. Like I'm a working man for a living.
But that's okay. You're seeing that a lot more. You don't see as much of the dressed up.
Right. Yeah. So that song is primarily about I'm gonna be me, and I don't really care what you think, you know.
Amen.
and there's a part of the chorus that says I'm gonna play my song to an empty seat or a packed house, and to this day, I mean, it doesn't matter how big or famous we may or may not get. That's what we're gonna do. So.
I love that. Edgar says, what kind of guitar do you have?
Oh,
Good question, Edgar.
I got a handful of them, but right here I actually have a Breedlove Discovery concert series.
That's beautiful. I love the look of that.
That's what I play most.
Wow.
And both of these guitars, my lovely girlfriend actually got me.
Aww.
This one is a
so
handmade piece. This is from Weems Guitar Company. It was authentically handmade by Mr. Weems he's north of Dallas, almost to Oklahoma. And that one's actually made out of redwood that was part of a pickle barrel slat at the Best Made Pickle Factory. So he got to get his hands on a slat and made that with redwood and walnut. And
does it still smell like pickle?
No, unfortunately. I had
to ask because I know everybody wants to know, don't y'all? I know y'all want to know. Don't leave me behind here, guys. Wow, that is really cool. That really is a custom made guitar. Now you know that you're a good guitarist when you get a custom made guitar.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know about being a good guitarist, more or less having an amazing girlfriend who believes in what I do. So,
oh my gosh! Well,
my guitar that I play live is actually a Washburn Comfort series. It looks like a big orange bass boat, but it's my backup guitar. It's got the same pickups as my Breedlove in it, so it's good when I break a string. Switch on over. So.
Yeah, so that's how they do it. When they're playing real hard and they break a string, you just switch. Yeah, because you don't have time to be changing a string. So no. when I get live on stage, I'll remember that, Ethan.
There we go.
You know, I'll say, wait a minute. I remember when Ethan said this. I got to have at least 2 guitars.
yeah, definitely.
Oh my gosh, I'm excited to hear this song. Let's get to it right now. You ready?
Let's do it.
Oh, I'm so excited. This is called Roots. Make sure I got the right song. Ladies and gentlemen, here is song number 2 from Ethan Smith. And I keep looking at the name, make sure I don't get it right. And then I do get it right. And the Dirt Road Rebellion.
Yes,
sorry. Here we go.
Till my fingers bleeding, I know I'd never stop. Fell in love with the rhyming. My girl, she hates them times I'm on a thin line, 'cause I'm never home. Well, I love raising hell in a smoke-filled bar. I'll find my way to the neon lights with a flat top and an undertone. Well, I'll stand on stage looking out to a empty seat of a packed house, and I'll play my song till I'm through. And this run so deep, oh, this run so deep, yeah, this run so deep. It's in my room, it's in my shirt, no polished up new boots. Just hand me that guitar, I'll show you what to do. Yeah. You're probably thinking, damn, that boy, when he's a mess. And I'll take that shit that you said and I'll put it to the test. I love raising hell in a smoke-filled bar. I'll find my way to the neon lights with a flat top and an undertone. I'll stand on stage looking out to a empty seat of a packed house, and I'll play my song till I'm through. And this run so deep, oh, this run so deep, yeah, this run so deep, it's in my I'll stand on stage looking out to a empty city, rough back house, and I'll play my song till I'm through. And it's run so deep, and it's run so deep, yeah, it's run so deep. It's in my room. Yeah, it's run so deep, yeah, it's run so deep. All this run so deep, it's in my what's in my
All right, we made it back. Boy, I tell you what, you just keep getting knocked off, Ethan. I'm so sorry, but man, what a great song. I love that song. It's in my roots. Man, I wanted to jam on that. I loved it. It's got a really great upbeat sound. Your voice is amazing. I loved it. Oh my gosh. Peggy says, woohoo. You know what? That's funny because that's how I woo. I say woohoo, and I'm not kidding. I really do. It's a big joke
Awesome.
for me. Ethan,
That-
gosh, what a great job. What a great
I've
job.
actually noticed, I just realized, so whenever I lose connection, if I just disconnect from Wi-Fi, count for about 10 seconds and connect back, it pops up. So
That's really weird. And you have a pretty strong Wi-Fi signal there, huh?
yeah. I'm on
Wow.
our extended network, but it still shows all bars. So it's strange.
That's weird. I don't know. I always say somebody's trying to stop us. Peggy said her dog was jamming
I
too.
was jamming too.
Yeah. Oh, Billy is on here. Awesome. Billy was our first guest ever on the podcast. He plays country music. You're up
Oh, that's awesome.
Stephenville, I think. Where are you at, Billy?
Hey,
I forgot what
just
town
played
you're in.
out there.
Yeah, what town are you in? I might be wrong. Great energy and voice that fits. Yeah, I agree, Billy.
Thank you.
No, wait a minute. Billy was not. I'm getting them mixed up. I know too many Billies. Billy was in a band years ago, and he's come out and seen us several times. He's just a great guy. He lives in San Antonio. That's right. Oh my God, I'm getting mixed up. I'm getting so mixed up. Too many people. Billy, it's good to see you. Yeah, he's really good, isn't he, Billy? I know. And I value Billy's opinion a lot. You know what? I haven't heard from my husband in the living room. He's on the big screen. Brett, are you still there? Are you awake? I'll wait and give him a chance to respond. Sorry, Billy. I don't know. I've looked at the name wrong. I know the other Billy. I don't know. I guess he's in there watching. So you have several other songs. Do you want to try to play the videos to them, or do you want to try Plan B?
You know, maybe we can probably try one more video on it and see
All right.
if it doesn't work, I got guitars and we'll make it happen.
You sure do. You know I want to hear you play them too, even though I hear you in the video. By the way, was that you playing all the guitar in that song in the beginning?
So yeah, all the rhythm
Wow.
was me. The lead guitar and the drums were actually studio musicians, and
Nice.
actually the same for East Texas Pines. So Roots, She Ain't Coming Back, and East Texas Pines were all done before the band got together.
Wow. So you went to a studio. Isn't that cool? Had you ever been to a studio before? I mean, is it a big deal to you like it is to me?
You know, so the studios I went to are more home studios, so it's
Yeah.
a lot like what I have here where I'm at now.
Yeah.
Just kind of put together a little bit of sound deadening here and there, and people that knew obviously a lot more than I did. So,
Yeah. Yeah, because I tried to do some of my songs myself, and I could not. And I was like, okay. And I finally sent some off to the studio because I was like, I'm not capable. I don't know what I'm doing. You know, I'm
Right.
just guessing. You at least have some expertise in that field. Wow. Well, whoever did them, they sound really, really, really good. So let's play another song. I'm excited about this one too because I like the title. It's called Texas Summer Nights. Tell us a little bit about this one.
the Texas Summer Nights, that's actually on our recent album release or EP release. So we dropped 5 acoustic songs that you can check out.
Nice.
And with Texas Summer Nights, I kind of got into a little vocal quarrel with my girlfriend, and I went outside. I had a fire going in our backyard.
Right.
Kind of sat down on the guitar and that's what came out.
Wow.
And even the funny thing is, I talk about dropping the truck in the 4x4 and all that. I didn't even have a truck when I wrote it. I drove a BMW.
Well, we embellish a lot during our songs a lot of times.
Oh yeah,
you have to.
I definitely, because
it may have been a 10-second argument, but it's got to turn into a 3-minute song.
Yeah, but it
almost
was
3 minutes.
About, it was talking about the good times. The times you really just kind of want to like the first verse. You just kind of want to get out and hold your girl and enjoy the nature of things rather than going out and just partying all the time. And then the second verse, hanging out with your boys. So that verse was actually written about the two that I taught how to play music. Yeah. Because we were always partying, always doing something crazy. Yeah. And kind of reminiscing on those moments as I transitioned into this new band. So
wow, that's really cool. But that's where your songs come from. All of our songs. And it's true. I think everybody can relate to that, because we all used to do this, we used to do that, and then eventually you're just like, well, I just look and I'm just not doing it anymore. I talked to my husband about that the other night. I said, do you remember we used to sit outside and we'd build a bonfire, and we haven't done that in years? And I'm like, why not? It's just and it's those little things in life that you do miss. You really do miss it. Yeah, so, and speaking of my husband, he is in the other room. Go ahead.
Yes, you have to get out and do things to actually create the stories you sing about. Otherwise, if you're just living life in the studio the whole time, your songs aren't going to be authentic. You're going to be writing something you don't necessarily live.
Yeah, absolutely. So my husband said that he's still here. He's just chilling and checking out the great songs. And I know he loves them. I know he's in there jamming out, because he does not say that lightly. Trust me. Awesome. He is my backbone, of course. And every single person on the show, I'm like, Brett, listen. And he's like, whoa, they're really good. You know what I mean? He has to give them a thumbs up before I say, okay, they coming on the show? He's like, yeah. That's so awesome. He's like my sounding board too, and everything to me. So let's hear this next song called Texas Summer Nights. I really love the sounds of that title. I can't wait to hear it. Make sure I get the right one, because I noticed they don't have names on them for some reason. Some of them, when I hover over them, it's not showing the name. So I'm like, oh goodness, I marked it on here. I hope this is the right one. We're going to find out. Keep your fingers crossed. Here it is. Texas Summer Nights. Here we go. And folks, make sure you share the love. Hearts were just flying everywhere on Facebook. Unfortunately, on Restream, they don't have a heart or like option where the little things fly up and down.
Right.
But if they did, you'd be smothered by kisses by everyone or something like that. Here we go. Here is Texas Summer Nights. Perfect. Here we go.
There's a fire burning in her eyes, sparks are flying into that night sky. I've been praying, hoping she might ask, take her out, around and about the outskirts of town. Pedal to the metal, hitting back roads with tire smoke. Windows down, put the truck in a 4x4. Take a sip, enjoy the ride, looking up at that night sky. Find a spot to park, drop the tailgate, lean on in, I hope it ain't too late to see the stars off in her eyes. Texas summer nights. Remembering times out with the boys, rough and rowdy, yeah, we made some noise. Had a few drinks and a couple more. Get on room from the floor. And now we're pedal to the metal, hitting back roads with tire smoke. Windows down, put the truck in a 4x4. Take a sip, enjoy the ride, looking up at that night sky. Find a spot to park, drop the tailgate, lean on in and crack another drink. Watch the stars bounce around that sky. Texas summer night. Texas summer night. Texas summer night. There's a fire burning in her eyes, sparks are flying on Texas summer night.
Wow, Ethan. Gosh, how am I supposed to pick my favorite? I really like that one. But you know what? Oh my gosh, so good. Honestly, so good. You know what? Before I forget, though, we've got to take a short break so we can have a word from our sponsor, okay? Our sponsor. Okay. We're looking for more sponsors. If you'd like to be a sponsor of Carolyn's Corner Live, I love it. There it is.
That
Please
is.
reach out.
CF Supply.
Supply. Nice. Is that G or C?
CF Supply.
CF Supply. Thank you for being his sponsor. Wow, that's amazing. Let me go ahead and hear from our sponsor. Our sponsor is Scores Bar and Grill here in Beeville, Texas. It's a great place. They do have live music there quite often as well. Just letting you know, Ethan. So let's hear from them. They've got something special going on for the area teachers. Check it out. We'll be right back.
School's out for the summer, and Area Teachers would like to offer a great day out for all of you guys. For all of your hard work this year, they are offering Teacher Appreciation Day on Thursday, May the 26th. They're going to have lunch specials, happy hour, free pool, and music by DJ Dub. All of the festivities kick off at noon, so come on down to Scores and enjoy a nice cold beverage in a nice, cool atmosphere.
All right. And while we're at it, let me play one more thing real quick, Ethan. I wanted to let everyone know we do have a brand new website. I'm super proud of it. You can find everything in one spot. You don't have to go all over to social media, but we want you to, of course. We want you to go to all of our social media sites, all of our platforms, and watch as many of these videos as you can to help us grow, help us reach as many people as we can. So let me show you the little thing that I made for our for our website. Make sure you mark it down. It's carolynscorner.live, and it's real quick. So we'll be right back. Hang on. All right. About as good as I could do. Welcome back. Welcome back. Please check us out at carolynscorner.live. I like it because I put the last 5 episodes on there. There'll be audio, and it is streaming live to the website right now. So you can go in one spot and watch the current episode, because it's kind of hard trying to find everything. It's like, where do I go? So I wanted to make it as easy as I possibly could. And we've also got some great merchandise on there. Go check it out. It's a great way to support us. And if you want to be a sponsor, you can hit us up right there. Send us a message. So back to Ethan. Ethan, your songs are good. Really good.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I love that. That last one was just, and it's funny because I was just talking about that basically. A Texas summer night. It's like, I want to just sit outside, because isn't that the best thing? Just sit outside and look at a fire and just look at the stars. And, even if you don't even talk and listen to music maybe, or just sit there, just relax and take it easy. Right. It's a great way to spend the evening, especially with someone you love. Absolutely. Boy, she's a lucky lady and you're a lucky man. I can tell you that. If she bought you 2 guitars, she believes in you. She really supports you. So that's a big deal. That is a big deal. So the love was flying over here. Billy said, I like that one a bunch. I wish he could play like that, he said. And I think he can. I think Billy's amazing. Billy, I agree with you. My husband wants to know, is that a jackalope skull? That is a good question.
Yes, it is.
It is. I thought about that and I was like, is that a deer? No, I was watching it. I'm like, I don't know. Good question, Brett. See, Brett is very observant when it comes to things like that. A jackalope school. Very cool. And Billy, I think you can play like that, but I think they're great. I'm glad you're here with us, Billy, to support these great guys. I always appreciate Billy. You know, Billy comes all the way from San Antonio just to come to our karaoke shows.
That is awesome.
Yeah, it's really cool because we do karaoke at the VFW for veterans and for everyone. We have a big crowd. And then we do it at a place called 534 Club out near the lake. And we just have so much fun. We're doing so many things for old people, you wouldn't even believe it. No, they're not for old people. That did not come out right. For us being old people, we're doing a lot of cool things. That's what I meant to say. That did not come out right. Yeah, I liked it a lot. I liked it a bunch too. So you have 2 more songs. The next one on the list is called Bloodstream. Interesting title. Tell us a little bit about that song.
So Bloodstream, it comes off as a story to a woman, and it's not at all a story to a woman. Bloodstream is a song about my time in Gatesville when I personally could not let go of a bottle. I mean, I would sometimes a full fifth of whiskey or rum, something. It was very bad. Like
Yeah.
I still drink now, but I mean, it was really bad back then.
Really bad, yeah.
Like it felt like I couldn't cope without it. And that's what the song is about. It's about falling in love with a bottle and wondering where it went the next morning. There's references that sound like I'm waking up next to a woman, but it's like waking up with a hangover and, you know, things that I should change. And stuff.
Cool. That is so cool. Okay, I'm really excited to hear this. I want to see how you made us think. You're talking about a woman. You know, I love good lyrics, and your songs are, man, they're really, really good. Let's check it out. Do you want to go and try to play the video again, right?
Let's do it. That last one was great.
Yeah, I noticed I'm having, every once in a while, I'm having a little bit of audio, like a little hiccup, and it wasn't doing that before, but it could just be our connection. I have I have, as far as I know, the best internet I can get over here. So
Right.
it frustrates me when something goes wrong. So let me find it, make sure I got the right one here. Okay. Ready, ladies and gentlemen? Here is Bloodstream. I got to list these words even more closely. Oh, God, here I go. I'm ready. Here we go.
I've been walking down the road about an hour past the time I filled my belly gets sour from the beer and the liquor. I think it's time to run. I've been wondering where you been, where you go. I'm leaving this bar all alone while I'm packing my bag to hit the road. Yeah, this time been sinking on me. How the damn liquor that's flowing in my bloodstream. Yeah, this time been creeping on me. All the places that I've been and all the shit I've seen. Oh, at night, laying with you, I find in my mind the sweetest truth, and by the time I wake, it be long gone. Well, I always seem to get like this, so inside my head it don't make sense, and I've got to find something else to do. Yeah, this time been sinking on me. All the damn liquor that's flowing in my bloodstream. Yeah, this time been creeping on me. All the places that I've been and all the shit I've seen. Here we go, hey! Yeah, this time been singing on me. All the damn liquor that's flowing in my bloodstream. Yeah, this time is creeping on me. On the places that I've been and all the shit I've seen.
Wow, Ethan. That's really good. And you know what? As I was listening to it, I was thinking, man, I do have singing this song live, don't you?
Oh, it's super fun, especially when people are on the dance floor. So
I can see that. I bet people are singing along. You know what I mean? Because it's all this, guys, good. And you're saying time is sinking on me. Is that what you're saying? Sinking?
yeah,
S-I-N?
you know, whenever you're out and you're getting drunk, you're having fun, you look at the clock and you're like, damn, 2 hours went by and I didn't
How
realize.
could it already be that late? Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, it's really cool. It's really cool. I bet it is a good party song because it's like I don't know how to describe it, but I really like it.
It's depressing but happy at the same time.
I know, and that's so weird. How did you pull that off? That's amazing.
Oh,
Because it's about stuff. Yeah, that's the sign of a true songwriter, a good songwriter. If you can get a happy song and get a sad song and make it sound happy, man, you've done your job. That's for sure. Hi, Frank. Welcome, sir. Welcome to Carolyn's Corner Live. Let me just check the comments. Man, I really like that. So let's see. I like the rhythm on that one. Very relatable. Yes, Billy, I agree. And I can't even put my finger. I'm just like, man, I was over here going, this time is creeping on me. I was like, what? all this liquor. What is it? What in my bloodstream?
All the damn liquor in my bloodstream. Yeah. And then you got time creeping on me, all the places I've been and
yeah.
Wow.
So. Hi, Sarah. Welcome back, sweetheart. Wow, that's really good. That's really good. And it's just like you're saying, that's so cool. It sounds like you're just jamming out and partying, and people don't know really, unless they're really listening to the words, that it's about you going, hey, I'm drinking too much here. This bottle.
Right.
Man, I like it. I like it a lot. I do. I know why. I can see the crowds. Are you getting pretty big crowds when y'all play?
You know, this year has been a big blessing. We've only we've played probably about 20 shows so far this year.
Okay.
Which is easily matched to what we did last year. And I think we've only really had 1 or 2 bad crowds, but even then, even though they're a small crowd, it was still fun. You know, they participate. Yeah. And I actually like the small crowds. I thought that I really wanted that big crowd. And the big crowds are fun when they're cheering. Yeah. You really love. But them small crowds, you know, you can actually talk to them and relate. Like you can just kind of like we're doing right now. It's almost like
absolutely
a live podcast. So
yeah. So this is Neil. He said, have you played any Irish songs? St. Patrick's Day was yesterday. Was it?
I thought St. Patrick's Day was like almost
in March.
2 months. Yeah.
I don't
know.
I'm like lost. I'm like, was it St. Patrick's Day?
I do like Irish songs. I enjoy listening to them. Believe it or not, I actually get a little bit of influence out of Irish drinking songs. So
I bet.
I don't.
Yeah, right. We had a guy on our show from Ireland, and that was so cool. And we had another guy from Scotland. I think we're Scotland and Ireland, and they were both like within the day of each other. And let's see, I'm trying to remember if I get it right. Scotland, that was so cool. Let me tell you, it was so cool. I was like, we are worldwide. Great guy. I could understand him pretty easily. When the Ireland guy came on, he was really sweet, by the way. Great guy. I had such a hard time understanding him when we were talking, but it was still so cool. I was like, I don't care. I'm just going to pretend like I understand you. So, and Billy said it's definitely more intimate with a small crowd. That's what I was thinking.
It is.
Yeah, and you can almost sing directly to that person, you know, and it's...
Yeah, because music's emotional, so if you can't be intimate with the music, it's almost like you're just there. And
yeah, absolutely. And Neil just said, do you enjoy drinking? Then you're Irish, and every day is a good day for drinking.
You know, you can.
Good
I'm
point,
sure
Neil.
my grandmother and my aunt are still on here, but I wouldn't doubt it with this red beard that I have a little bit of Irish.
Probably do. You probably do. There is probably what is that saying? There's an Irishman in the woodstack. I don't know. There's some kind of saying.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. There's some kind of saying. Peggy, you think of it and tell me what it is. Peggy's going to correct me. Like, Carolyn, you don't even know what you're saying. Oh, see, Peggy's here. I knew she was. So, man, I can't pick songs. These are too good to pick. So
Oh.
this last song, and I hate to say it's the last song. My mother's side, we have Scottish. See, Peggy? See,
Okay.
see, Ethan? There it is. There it is.
There we go.
The next song is called Tears from Heaven. And that really caught my attention too, because I have a song called Toys in Heaven, and it's very sad. And it's sad, but it's a true story. And I know, I'm assuming, tell us about Tears in Heaven. I'm not going to put words in your mouth. Hi, William. How are you? And thank you for pairing this.
So before I tell you about Tears from Heaven.
Yes.
So this doesn't have to be the last song, though.
No, it does not.
You have guitars. Anyway.
I know. Oh, we're definitely. Who's that said that? Definitely.
Evan, and I'm going to be weird and kind of plug another sponsor, but
that's okay.
Tattoo, you can't see it, but it's a 13 in Roman numerals. So
wow.
And this actually ties to the story. So 13 was my Papa Veselka, Kenneth Veselka. Somebody out there may have heard of the Starlights before. He was their steel guitar player. But Kenneth Veselka was my stepdad's dad, is my stepdad's dad, who basically taught me a lot of what I know. And me and my brother took it pretty hard whenever he passed. And so my brother actually wrote the most of the song. I only wrote the second verse. Everything else my brother wrote. But with this song, it's really kind of an ode to our grandpa. Every now and again, I'll drink a Pearl beer if I can find it, because that's what
my God, really? My dad drinks Pearl beer.
You're
going to make me cry. Stop it.
Yeah. And if you ever catch us live, you'll see me wearing a Pearl hat that my stepdad bought. Well, I think he was out of town for work, and he stopped at a store. He found these limited edition Pearl hats, and he got that. And me and Patrick both have the matching hats. Same with CF Supply. We got the same matching CF Supply. But it was just kind of a big deal, like, because my last memory with him was sitting at the bar at their house, and he's in a wheelchair. I think he died of liver failure. I can't remember, but he would sit in his wheelchair, and I played this old 60s model Gibson SG. And he would teach me the chromatic scale, and he tried to teach me the Nashville number system, and it's crazy, absolutely crazy. But so me and Patrick took it hard, and that's where the Tears from Heaven come from. It's a song to him. In the second verse, you'll actually hear the story of playing that old red guitar, because it was a red guitar. Man. And for Patrick, even at a young age, he kind of broke away to drinking, and every now and again, it crosses our mind, and that we will drink together as brothers, like, look, and we miss Papa, and that was so long ago. I mean, I was still in high school, and I've been out of high school for 10 years now, and it still hits so hard. So it's an ode, and that's what it is.
It's so hard to lose people. It really is hard to lose them. But we talk about this every week on the show, that everything happens for a reason. Everyone's here for a reason. I believe you're here for a reason. And I know it may sound crazy, but I believe that he's looking down on you, and he's going, go, man, go. Do what I showed you. Do what I showed you. And I'm super proud of you. I want to say hi to my son. He just joined us. Hi, Ben. Welcome, sir. I guess he got done with his video. I did your shout out and you missed it. They were making a video.
Yes.
So William Johnson said, I can't wait to hear this song live. Oh, yeah, I know. I can't wait to hear y'all live. So let's play this song. I'm sorry.
If anybody starts crying, y'all let me know.
I probably will, because I already know I'm going to relate to it a lot. So this is Tears from Heaven, the last video that we have, but you're still going to play something. So nobody go anywhere, please. All right, let me get over here to it and hope I don't cry too much, because I probably will. I'm going to try not to. Make sure I get the right one. So here we go. Here we go.
These days are over, time was well spent. It's hard to say it's over, So long, my dear friend, and I wash away this pain as tears fall from the sky. Oh, I hate it every day. We never said goodbye. As those tears fall from heaven, oh, they wash away my sins. Yeah, think of all the memories everywhere we've been. All the tears fall from heaven till I see you again. I'll never forget that time you sat me down at a bar, handed me that 6-string old red guitar, and you said, now won't you listen, boy, this is how you play. Oh, I'll never forget that day. As those tears fall from heaven, oh, they wash away my sins. Yeah, think of all the memories everywhere we've been. All them tears fall from heaven till I see you again. As those tears fall from heaven, oh, yeah, wash away my sins. Yeah, think of all the memories everywhere we've been. All the tears fall from heaven till I see you again. See you again.
Wow, Ethan. So beautiful. Oh my gosh, that is so beautiful. It really is. Oh my gosh. So I got to tell you what hold on. So I'm not sure if this is about that one, but it says this definitely sounds like it has deep meaning to it. Your voice tells it.
Oh, thank
And
you
then
so much.
oh yeah. Gosh. And Billy said my favorite so far if I had to pick just one. You know
Oh,
what? Oh God, that's so hard. But I would probably pick this one too, just because I can, it's subject matter that unfortunately the majority of us can relate. Not that we don't relate to the others. The others are great. Please don't misunderstand me because I think they're all great. I think you're so talented. Oh my
thank
gosh.
you. You're making my cheeks hurt and smiling like for the
I know, but it's true. Gosh, I'm just so honored to have you. Rest in peace, dad, husband, and kids. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. Oh my gosh. My husband said me too. He said that's his favorite too. Wow, that is so beautiful. It really is. I mean, it paints a perfect picture. It's literally like I can just see you sitting there and learning the guitar. And gosh, that's so beautiful. Golly, I know you have some wonderful memories of him. And if it wouldn't have been for him, you wouldn't be the man you are today and you wouldn't be doing what you're doing. I just have a feeling. Told you, Ethan, you rock. Let me see who said that. That is Smith and Jess Smith and told you, Ethan, you rock. Yes. You do rock. Gosh, I'm honored to have you on here. So speaking of rock, you gotta do it, Ethan. So Ethan has agreed to play a little bit of live acoustic. Are you ready? You gonna sing something just kind of on the fly?
I mean, like, you want me to make something up right now, or you?
Oh, I hadn't even thought about that. What are you doing? Give me ideas like that.
Oh,
that's up to you. You can. No, you don't have to make up anything. Even though I've always wanted to do that on here, but no, it's all right. I've always wanted to have a round table where everybody makes up a verse and nobody ever wants to do it, but that's okay. So let me get that off. Most emotional song, and you can feel it. Yes, you're right, Brett. I agree.
Thank you.
So, for everybody on here, Ethan said that he was going to, I mean, if you still want to, do you still want to play a couple of songs?
Absolutely. I love it.
Yeah, me too. I'm excited because I love seeing the videos and I love hearing them. They're amazing, but there's nothing at all quite like hearing someone play live. It's the best sound in the world to me. I love the sound of guitar and just somebody's beautiful voice. And I'm excited. You play what you want to play, Ethan.
All right.
Go ahead, whenever you're ready.
You want something rocking? We can get a little bit of rock going on.
Let's do a little bit of rock and then a little bit of slow one, maybe. What do you say?
Yeah. Well, hopefully it's not too loud.
It sounds pretty good so far. You just got started. Let me see. What is your favorite song about kissing? Phenomenal 3D. What an interesting name, too. What is your favorite song about kissing? About kissing? Kiss Me in the Dark?
Kiss Me in the... Actually, I was going to say that.
Sorry. I read your mind, Ethan.
Yeah, I really do like Kiss Me in the Dark.
I can hear you singing awesome. That. It's up to you.
Yeah, well, I don't really remember it too well, so.
Yeah.
But I do enjoy jamming that one in the truck on the way to shows and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Kind of gets me in the vibes, so.
Yeah, for real. I can imagine that. So even big superstars listen to music on the way. Very good choices. Thank you. Wait a minute. Is Phenomenal by any chance a big star and they're incognito? I always joke about that because we're on public. So I said anyone could be on here. So it may be Randy Rogers himself disguised as Phenomenal.
You never know.
Well, it is somebody on our Twitch. And I think that's the first time I've seen anyone from Twitch coming on here and commenting. Thank you so much, Phenomenal 3D. And I like your name a lot. Welcome to Carolyn's Corner Live. We're here every week. Some Wednesdays and Thursdays, always at least Wednesday. We will be here tomorrow. We got another great guest tomorrow. And this is Ethan Smith, and he's with the Dirt Road Rebellion. I will keep looking. I want to make sure I don't mess up. Okay, whatever you want to play, you just do it. You just do it.
I'll play you an unreleased tune. Actually, if I play anything for the rest of the night, it's probably unreleased. But
nice. That's okay. I love hearing new stuff. It's like we're getting a sneak preview of what's to come, y'all. This is cool.
So this one's fun. I don't play this guitar live, but I did write this song on this guitar, so I feel like it's fitting.
Okay, well, just letting you know, Jess Ann said play Tears from Heaven. Is that your wife?
No.
I didn't know. It has the same last name. She has the same last name. Or it's backwards. I'm not sure. I'm so confused, Jess.
Music manager.
Nice. Boy, I really do feel honored. I'm like, man, music manager? I can't even manage my own self.
So anyway,
I'm so excited. Go ahead, Ethan.
This has been a crowd favorite for the past 3 or 4 shows since we've been playing it. This one's called Cast It All Away.
Oh, I like the title.
So.
Nice. Cast It All Away. Okay.
It's essentially about kind of pissing off your old lady and you go fishing and ignore whatever happened. So
that sounds about right. Go ahead.
So here we go.
I'm excited. Here we go, guys. Let's show him some love, guys and gals.
She tore on down and driveway tires, spinning in their place. I can't take this shit no more. Gotta see a brighter day. And I know some things never change and others always stay the same. Well, I'm seeing better days. As I'm headed down a back road, in my own truck with my flat top, giving up, make my way down to the creek bed with my flat top, and I cast a mile away. Cast a mile away. She's been calling me a million times, and I ain't got a sign. Left my phone out in the truck on that driver's side, 'cause I'm knee deep drinking water, trying to cast another line. I will pull on back this time, 'cause I'm headed down a back road in my own truck with my flat top, giving up, make my way down to the creek bed with my cane pole, and I cast a mile away. Cast a mile away. Yeah, I'm tearing down the back road in my own truck with my flat top, giving up, make my way down to the creek bed with my cane pole, and I cast a mile away. Cast a mile away.
Yay! That was great. Great job. Let me make sure I got this. Hold on. Let me take that one off. Soulful country rock. You did that, Ethan. Yes. Yes, I agree. And I love your idea, Jess, about your name. You're so smart. Jess said she put it backwards. I know. She put it in the comments. Well, I'm not going to say it out loud just in case somebody's.
Right.
Wow, that was so cool, Ethan. Thank you so much. Everybody's clapping. Good stuff. Billy said good stuff. Now, I noticed the only thing I don't like is on this restream, when someone's playing guitar, it doesn't sound the way it should. And it's nothing to do with your playing skills. It's a very tingy sounding. And it's not nothing. It's nothing you're doing, I promise you. But every time we tried to do live music, the guitar doesn't. Your voice sounded great, but the guitar never sounds the way I want it to. And I'm like, why? I don't understand it.
If I had time when I got home from work, I probably could have set up my iRig and actually plugged in the guitar and everything.
Oh yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe no, I can hear it fine. It's just real tingy, like a real straight to the heart, hands up. Yes, I agree, Jamie. I agree. What a great song. I really like it. And I know it sounds really good live. I wish I could see you live. I wish you were here. That'd be so cool. Be just like, here, when you get on the news and you go live on stage, make sure you send me a copy of that, because I'd love to share it on my Facebook or everywhere. I'll share it everywhere. I was going to tell you.
Send me a couple venue names. Same with you people watching, and send me some names where you want to see me, and I will try my best to get those booked out.
Absolutely. And I'll do the same thing for you guys. If I can find a place for you to play down here, if you're up to play that far away, it's a pretty long way.
I will play everywhere.
That is so cool.
New York if they call tomorrow.
Yeah. I'm surprised my friend Anthony is not on here. He is from New York, so he knows a lot of places over there. I don't see him on here tonight. I'm sad about that. But I like that song. That's really cool. You're casting. Is it casting far away? No, casting a mile away.
It's casted all away.
Cast it all away. I'm sorry. Because you're casting away your cares. You're just casting it. That's really cool. Yeah. How'd you think of that? I was thinking, man, that's clever. Because you're casting your cares away. You're casting all your stress away. Very smart, Ethan. Man, I'm liking your style. I really, really am. So, what else you got for us? Do you want to play something else?
Oh yeah, I mean, I definitely can.
Okay. So, what do y'all want to hear, guys and gals? Y'all want to hear something like faster, something slow? Let's do more of a ballad. Do you have anything that's slower, like a ballad?
Ooh,
Well, not
Tears
maybe not a
from Heaven is like
ballad.
my best ballad. Tears from Heaven is definitely my best ballad, and we've already heard that one.
Yeah, Jess said play that earlier.
Yeah, she must have tuned in right after we played
Yeah,
that.
maybe so.
I'm trying to think. Oh, I got like 28 songs to pick from.
Wow. And your Aunt Peggy said, okay, now you make me want to go fishing. Midland Bound. I have not been fishing in forever.
So she recommended Midland Bound, huh? All
Oh, is that
right.
a song? Oh, I thought she
That
said she
is.
was going to Midland.
No, Midland Bound
Oh, see,
is
y'all got to quit
definitely.
with a secret language. I was like, you're going fishing in Midland, Peggy? I
So
love it.
Midland Bound is actually one of our most popular songs off the EP release, and unfortunately, for a long time, has been one of my most unfavorite to play. But since it's requested, I might as well go ahead and do it.
Oh, why is it your most unfavorite? Is it difficult to play or is it just very slow? Like, I mean, I'm just
You
curious.
know, I think after playing it so much, I just got
Oh,
so, and that was kind of like with East Texas Pines is like it's a great song, and like I have to brag on myself, it was well written, but
yes.
after hearing it so much and playing it so much, you just kind of grow old from it, and
Well, yeah,
it's
because when these singles come out, I have a friend of mine, Cherise, she's always been a gospel singer, songwriter. She just released her first Red Dirt Country, and her promoter said she needs to promote this one for, I think it's like God, a lot before she can even release another one. And
yes,
so I know she's already got to be getting tired of it. It's a great song, but I was thinking, man, having to sing that song over and over and over, you have to get tired of it eventually, no matter how
and
good of a song it is.
I think I wrote East Texas Pines for, oh man, like 2 years before moving on to this EP drop. So it was
Wow.
definitely got old after a while. So.
Yeah, I bet it did. I bet it did. I'm taking that off the screen. Well, go ahead and play whatever you want, honey. If you want to play Midland Bound, go ahead if you
We
want.
will definitely do Midland Bound. It
All
was
right,
requested,
Peggy,
so
you got your request. Okay, hold on. My co-host Paul is here, but he doesn't
all
have
right.
the. Okay, hold on. Stand by just a second. Well, Paul was feeling ill. I hope he's feeling better. I guess so. Let me get the link so I can send it to him. I'm so sorry. Hang on just a minute. Can y'all still see me?
Of course.
I think that's so weird because I'm like in a different area. I'm like, how can you still see me? Hold on. I'm like a little kid when it comes to that. I don't understand. How does that work? Okay, I sent it to him. Let me get back to you. Where are you? Oh my gosh. Oh, there you are.
Hey,
I was lost. There's Paul. I'm gonna bring my co-host on. I'm glad he's feeling better.
let's do
Okay,
it.
hold on, Ethan. Paul Gallagher is his name. Let me introduce him when he gets here. Here we go. There's Paul. I'm gonna bring my co-host on. I'm glad he's feeling better. Okay, hold on. Hey, Paul Gallagher is his name. Your phone must be on, Paul.
There we go. No, I had my Facebook on. So here's the deal. This is what's going on, right? I've been sick for the last 3 days. So I'm watching Survivor on with my wife.
Yes.
And I'm like, I'm curious what Carolyn's show is going to look like. And I hit, let's look at this guy. And I see this guy with a dang beard playing his guitar,
see
just
what you
rocking
missed?
out.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, what the hell, Carolyn? I've been asking you to get a rocker on this show
I
forever.
told you it was going to be a great show.
I'm like,
and he of course he's good. He's from my hometown of Waco, Texas.
Oh man.
I lived there for 4
Paul
years.
It's funny, Ethan, because Paul lived in Waco and he also lived in Gatesville, which is where you live too. Ethan lived in Gatesville too. So this is Ethan Smith. This is Paul Gallagher, everyone. My co-host. I'm glad you made it, Paul. I'm glad you're feeling better.
If I start doing a coughing fit, I don't have COVID. I'm not going to spread it over the computer or anything.
That'd be really weird. That'd be really weird if you could do that.
I tested negative for COVID, so I can come on the show.
Yeah.
I have an upper respiratory infection. I got all kinds of stuff.
Aw.
I'm on antibiotics right now. I can actually start singing again, so
There you
doing
go.
all right.
Great. Well, Peggy said, "Hola, Pablo."
Hola, Peggy.
Now, because I know I'm pretty serious when Paul's not here, and once he gets here, I'm like, oh God, here we go. Because we have so much fun together. We've been friends for so long, Ethan, and he and his wife are our good friends, and we just love hanging out and making it. Paul just is hysterical. He's
That's
hysterical, and he's an author, Ethan. He writes books, and then he decided he was out of the blue. I think I'm going to write a song. So now he's already written 3 songs, and he knows more guitar than I do, Ethan.
Fantastic.
And he's so talented. He's so talented. Anyway, so I know he saw you playing. He's like, oh my God, he's playing guitar.
Yeah.
So,
well, it wasn't just that. He's got this rocker look
I
going
know.
on, and he's just screaming, playing the guitar. Not screaming.
I
Okay,
know.
you weren't screaming, but you're
Yes.
just doing that. I was like, I
Yeah.
looked over. I told my wife. I said, hey, I know I'm not feeling good, but I think I'm gonna jump on this podcast anyway because, yeah, she finally has a rocker on here, and I want to join in.
Yeah, and actually they're technically country, but they do like a rock country. I don't know how to
That's what I'm
describe it.
saying. It's that
It's really
heavier
cool.
side of country.
Yeah, I think it's starting to slowly become like Texas outlaw or like
Yeah, that's what
Southern
it is.
rock. I don't know what you want to call it.
I don't know either, but I sure do like it.
That's
And
whenever
if
you
I
just
have my
create
way-
your own genre.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
If I have my way, where they're going to be in our festival when we have it, if we have it, God willing, we're going to have it in one of these days. I hope we have it.
do it. Let's do it.
From your ears to God's ears, whatever that saying is. Y'all all heard that, okay? Anyway, Ethan, what were you going to play? You were going to do Midland Bound. This is another
Yes.
song. His Aunt Peggy requested it. So I
Yeah.
think this is in the slower. This is slower, right?
It's a little slower. It's kind of
Okay.
like the mid-size. So earlier we heard East Texas Pines.
Yes.
And
You
now
missed it, Paul. It's so good.
me and my girlfriend will go out to Midland to visit her best friend sometimes, and I consider them family. So I always tell the crowd, this is about my family out in Midland. And most of the crowd's like, oh, boo, Midland sucks, but I feel like Midland is like Waco in the desert. So,
Waco in the desert.
yeah.
That's
I mean,
a funny-
Waco is like a grid,
Yeah.
And that's how Midland is. It's a grid.
Oh,
So
that's funny. Oh my God. Well, I'm excited to hear it. So Midland Bound. by
Midland
Ethan
Bound,
Smith.
yes.
I'm ready whenever. Now, I
Yeah.
was telling him, Paul, that for some reason on the restream, every time somebody plays live, the guitar sounds real tingy, and it's nothing you're doing wrong. I know it sounds great. I just wish it sounded better through my ears. It may be just my old ears.
Well, it's just the audio. That's all it is.
Yeah,
And
but it makes me sad because the
I mean,
videos
trying
can't
to
sound
do
really
so
good.
much- Such a tiny cell phone mic. I mean, that's the
Maybe
issue.
so. Maybe
Oh,
so.
yeah.
But I'm excited no matter what. So let's hear it.
Let's do it. This is
Yeah.
Midland Bound.
All right.
Rolling hills in Sterling County. Found myself Midland bound. The road went farms and Palm Jack flats. Hit 158 with pedal down. And I fall a little more in love. Out in that dirt, watching that West Texas sun. And I fall a little more in love. Singing about where I've been and where I come from. And I fall got where I was going, the time was well spent. I think I'll head back to be with my kin. And I found a little more in love. Out in that dirt, watching that West Texas sun. and I fall a little more in love, singing about where I've been and where I come from, and I fall. And I fall a little more in love, out in that dirt, watching that West Texas sun, and I fall a little more in love, thinking about where I've been and where I come from.
Wow, Ethan.
Thank you.
I'm sitting here, see, I just picked up the guitar, right?
He's doing it just what I am.
Oh, you're doing it too, because I'm just like, I'm looking at your fingers going, how are you moving them that fast along this?
Yes, and I have a comment right away, Ethan. I thought you said you were not a lead guitarist.
I'm not.
To us novice guitarists, you are a lead guitarist. That arrow.
And that's crazy because, I mean, I saw an E, I saw a G, I saw a D, and then whatever the hell you were doing way down there, and then you were going boop, 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 boop. I was like, okay, I'm stuck.
God, that was
and it's
so
funny because
good.
I'm stuck on G, I'm stuck on E minor, A sus, and I just learned the D chord.
Dude,
So
you have learned every chord you need to know to write a country.
That's it. I told him.
I'm already
guess
there.
what, Paul? Guess what? Ethan told me that if you go to a C chord, drop down one, that's an F.
Yeah. So look here.
What the hell?
That's that.
Let me see. All right. So we have a C chord, right?
Yes, C chord,
You have your
Paul.
C chord, and then you literally just drop it down right there, and you have right there, and you have an F chord. So from C, drop it down, and you have an F chord.
So you do not have to bar.
No,
This has been my thing.
I
can't.
Top and fingers there, and all of this other crap going on.
Yeah.
Wow, Ethan, thank you. That
was awesome advice.
First of all,
now I'm gonna go practice that.
Me too, because I can't play an F. I've been telling everybody that for years. If it has an F, I'm F. That's all I can say.
Yeah,
every time.
I was like, as soon as they say, "Hey, you're playing the F chord," I said, "No, F that."
Because So I just saw something funny. So Peggy put on there "Hola Pablo," and it's over here on my Facebook on my phone. And it's funny. My phone automatically translated it. I just thought that was funny. Hello, Paul. I had to share that. Billy said, my thing is I can't sing in this type of environment. Scares me.
Oh, goodness.
I have to borrow my F chord. Well, I have to borrow it, too, from somebody else.
And that
was a good one. Thing. Write that down, Paul. Write it down.
Yeah. And that's another thing is like, when do you know to use the bar? And that's where I was like, okay, because I have one, the little Cato bar or crypto bar. What do they call that?
Yeah.
A capo. I couldn't remember what that thing's called. And I'm like, if I put it on here and I start playing these chords, do you have to drop it down? I mean, I don't know. I'm learning all this stuff.
It makes me laugh. He makes me laugh. I just love
my
him.
wife and I, because I hadn't been feeling good, so I've been off work for 3 days, and I really haven't had anything to do but laying in bed. And I'm laying in bed with a guitar on my stomach like this, while I'm with my head on my pillow, going, "Okay, I'm playing the guitar," and it hurts after a while because I'm like, "You're not supposed to play guitar like this."
No.
And then I'm like, okay, but I'm learning the chords.
But I don't feel good.
I know, but I'm learning the chords. So my wife and I are out there watching Survivor. Before the Survivor thing, I finally got her into, okay, I wrote a song, and I'm like, we're going to do this. We're going to do this melody. And I'm playing, and I'm learning, and I'm like, oh, there's the strumming pattern I need. So I got the strumming pattern I need. And then I start changing it. She goes, you can't do that. You're just changing it around. I'm like, I know, I can't remember to keep the same thing.
And he just started playing, Ethan, and he's already, like, honestly, I'm so impressed with Paul. Paul is one of these great, amazing people that he gets an interest in something and he picks it up like right away. I mean, he learned to be a magician, like bam. And then he's like, I'm tired of that. And he put it away, right? I think I'll be an author. He's always been an author. And he's like, I think I'll write a song. I think I'll buy a guitar. And I'm like, man, he's one of those just, I don't even know how to, analytical. Yeah, just can pick it up really good. He's very analytical. He's like, I got this.
Yeah, I'm very analytical. Yes. I have to know, and I want to know every little detail of it. So I'm like, how do you make this sound? Then my finger's not, it's twinging it. And I'm like, fix your fingers and do all kinds of stuff. Yeah. But yeah, no, it's actually a lot of fun. And, and watching you play the guitar is awesome. And that song was amazing. I'm just like, man,
I appreciate that.
I said, when I actually get to that point, and then hearing you're from Waco, that's crazy because, I lived
it's a small world. And our guest, by the way, I'm sorry. And that's crazy. He lived in Axtell. No, wait, you didn't live in Axtell. Wait a minute. No. Who lived in Axtell? You lived in Axtell because I was talking to Cole, who is our guest tomorrow. Cole Stevens. He does not live in Waco, but he was going to Baylor. He is actually from Nacogdoches.
Oh, that's
and I was like, I said, man, Nacogdoches. So I just thought it was really cool that it happened to work out. I didn't plan it. That two people from the Waco area or Waco were coming on within a day of each other. So let me see. Let me see what Peggy said. Go ahead, Paul.
Yeah, because living in Waco there for a while, that's when I really got into magic. And they actually hired me here in Beeville to travel from the Waco area all the way down here to do magic for Western Week.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, he's a good magician, but he quit being Magic Man.
I still goof around with it. Now I'm the crazy retarded uncle that goes to the parties and go, hey, look what I can do. Ooh.
He does do that too. He does do that.
No, so, I have fun in all the stuff that I do. But yeah,
I know it's amazing. Y'all are so busy. I thought I had a lot to do, but y'all are actually doing more than we are. So Peggy said I have the little short fat finger syndrome. Peggy. I can't wait. I hope I get to see you one of these days, Peggy. And Paul, this is the young lady that I went to school with. And she's the one that sent me the picture from. She told me when it was from. It was from Homecoming 1983, Paul.
Oh,
wow. I was
the picture of me on the hood of the car back when I was skinny.
Let's see. In 83, I think I was in like 3rd grade.
Wow.
Dang,
Ethan wasn't even thought of yet.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Me and Peggy were still kicking.
I was 10 years old. So no, I was probably like in 6th grade. No, wow. I don't know. Wait,
Everybody's younger than me, except for my husband. He's older than me. So Ethan, do you want to play another song? I'd love to hear another one if you want to. I was Fluffy then too. Fluffy. I love that, Peggy. Fluffy. Oh, I like that guy, Fluffy, the comedian, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Gabriel Iglesias.
He's hilarious, man. He's hilarious.
He actually has his own TV series.
He's what? I'm sorry?
Gabriel Iglesias has his own TV series on Netflix.
I know. He's pretty big. Yeah, he's pretty amazing.
He is a big boy.
yeah, but he's lost a lot, and then he gains it back. Then anyway, that's how it goes. I lost some, and then I remembered where I put it, and unfortunately, it came right back on, and then I put some more on. Let's see who's. Yeah.
It was funny. My wife is like, she's lost a lot of weight, and it's like, God dang, every time she loses weight, I gain the weight. I'm like, what are you doing? Transferring the weight to me and sleep?
Paul, can I give you
on the Coors Light? Otherwise, I'm gonna get fat.
Well, at least it's Coors Light.
Yeah.
You know what, Ethan? I don't think that matters at all because when I drink beer, I drink Bud Light, and no.
Well, usually I drink Lone Star, but Coors is a little cheaper.
So. Yeah, see, I've tried Coors.
You might have to do cheaper with the way the gas prices are right now.
Yeah, you need to.
Yeah.
How much is it up there, by the way?
I'm so proud of you. Yes.
Yeah.
$4 right now.
Just over $4?
Yeah.
I
woke up this morning, it was $4.19. I was like,
oh. Yeah.
Really? $4.19? Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we're having to use my little car to get around because Crystal filling her tank up is like $85 and my little car is like $35.
This little car he has, it's so cute. It looks so funny with him getting out because he's a tall guy. And every time we see him in the car, we're always like, oh, it's funny. What kind of car is it? It's tiny. Like, you okay? What kind of car is it, Paul?
That's like a Chevy Spark.
Oh, it's a Spark.
Oh, little Spark.
Oh, yeah. It is a tiny car.
I love that little thing.
Yes. Time to get a horse and buggy because hay is cheaper. You know what, Peggy? You're right. But then they'll start price gouging on the hay. So then we'll be like, hey, you can't do that. So, Ethan, I'm ready to hear another song. What about you, Paul? You ready?
Oh, absolutely.
I'm ready.
All right.
If you want to play another one, we still got a little bit of time. I can sit here and do this all night. Listen to me. I ain't doing nothing. I'm just listening.
You wanna hear something a little honky tonkin', or you wanna go soulful kind of rock and bluesy stuff, or?
Ooh, I like it all. What do you think, Paul? I kind of want a honky tonkin'. What do you think, Paul?
But you're a honky tonk girl. I want to hear some soul.
Oh, he wants to hear some soul, but he just got here and he's not feeling well. So let's do it. Listen to me, let's. Okay, I guess I'll let you play that.
I tell you what, we may go over the 2 hours, but how about I play both?
That sounds like a plan. I'm like a little kid. Yes, please.
And Peggy said Metallica.
Oh, Metallica. Peggy. Wow. Don't dare him, Peggy. He'll do it.
That's all I know.
I know he will.
Anyway, cool. So, let's see. I'm trying to think. I got a couple honky tonkin' tunes.
Or you can do the soulful one first. I like all music. I really do. As long as I can understand the words. That's my big deal.
I'm going to do one that's kind of like, to me, it's a little funny.
Okay, I like funny.
Well, both of the ones I want to play are a little funny, but the other one my girlfriend does not like.
Ew.
Mostly because it's like, I'm going to come home and do what I want type of funny.
Oh, yeah. It's probably not that funny. But that's okay. Whatever you think.
We do not want a shoe thrown at you.
No, don't get hit.
No. Anyway, this song is called Willie.
Oh, Willie.
Another Willie song. Okay.
The funny thing is, so our acoustic EP that we just dropped in April, we went to the studio with a producer named Steve Shady, who happens to be Willie Nelson's producer.
Come on.
Yes.
Wow.
And I wrote this song after we left the studio.
I bet you did. Did you get to meet Willie?
I did not. No.
Oh.
This was at Steve's personal studio. I didn't get to, didn't have the funds in my bank to go to Willie's studio.
I understand that. Believe me, I could just imagine. Ooh, but I hear he helps a lot of songwriters, though. It's like you got to pass the test. But if you can get there.
Yeah, give him the chance. If I have the extra money, we'd love to go back.
Oh, God. Wouldn't that be something? Well, go ahead. I'll be quiet. I'll try to be quiet.
Anyway,
go ahead.
This song is called Willie.
Nice.
She came around acting a little silly, said she wants to play with my Willie, and I said, baby, down, I ain't Willie it up. These blue eyes ain't crying anymore. I'll pass out, drunk on the floor with a bottle of booze in my hand and nothing more. Well, I ain't never been a loser, but I heard it likes to rock, and if I ever make it that far, I'll probably pass it by. If 7 Spanish angels come down, I have them all just sit around, and I can tell them how the devil stole my soul before I could fly. She came around acting a little silly, said she wants to play with my Willie, and I said, baby, doll, I ain't Willie it up. These blue eyes ain't crying anymore. I'll pass out, drunk on the floor with a bottle of booze in my hand and nothing more. Oh yeah.
gets a crowd going, don't it? Do you
You
play
know,
that live?
We do play it live. It's still a little bit new to us, so the crowd hasn't really kind of caught on yet. So
Yeah, they'll be like, "What did he just say?"
oh yeah, we're
Like-
getting there.
So you said you also lived in Gatesville?
I did. That's actually where my country music career got started. So,
Really? What year were you in Gatesville?
2018. That's when I stayed out there.
Okay.
You weren't there then, I don't think, were you, Paul?
No, I wasn't there
That's
then.
too bad, because you definitely would have gone and seen them. I would definitely. But it's weird, people can be right around you. That's what I think is amazing. So many talented people can be right around you in your little town, and you don't even know that they're there.
Exactly.
And it's just amazing. You're like, wait a minute, I'm from there, or whatever. And I'm sure that's the case with a lot of people tuning in, I would think. So make sure you pay attention to your local area venues and support local music.
Oh, absolutely.
Because that's a big deal. It's a big deal here too. I love that song. It's
funny. When I lived in Gatesville, there was actually a country band that lived next to me, and we went to a few of their concerts.
What band was it?
Oh man, I can't remember.
That's been a long time ago, right, Paul?
Oh yeah, it was a man. I really cannot remember the name of the band. They lived in Gatesville and they practiced in his garage, and they went to that little country bar right there on
somewhere else down there, huh?
Huh?
It was called Bar Somewhere Else, maybe.
Oh,
Right there where the
really?
pool
Bar
parties
Somewhere?
I don't know.
Bar Somewhere Else? That's the one that is right down the street from where my sister just lived. Because she said that they have karaoke there every other week.
Yeah,
and then she went there and she took a video.
Well.
Yeah,
I've never heard of that bar. I knew there was a bar right on the highway, and it was
wow.
It was but I think I was up there recently, and I don't know if it's still a bar or not, because it's 80. I can't remember. My brain is so fried. It's been I haven't lived there in man, how many years? 15, 16 years. I've been.
Oh yeah, Bar Somewhere Else probably wasn't there.
I wasn't. That's why as soon as you said that, I'm like, no, I never heard of that bar, because they used to have a bar downtown, and when I was there, and then they had a bar on the highway, and they both did karaoke places, but they also did gigs for country bands and any kind of bands that were coming up.
Wow.
Okay.
And then I know the band also went out of town, but yeah, it was funny. I lived next door to somebody who did this country thing. Awesome. It was pretty cool.
You know what? I know that you don't live in Gatesville anymore, but I thought this was really weird. I had when we were doing our show out at Christina's place the last time we did it, there was a young man that reminded me a lot of you. He had a very similar look, almost exactly. And it was weird because my husband is always like, how do you do that? And I told my husband, the guy went up to turn in a song. Actually, our friends were doing the karaoke. And I said, oh, actually, I saved his name because I invited him on the show. He looks so much like you, same kind of beard, same body build, about the same age as you, maybe a little bit younger, more like your brother's age. And as soon as I saw him, I don't know why, I told my husband, that guy sings really good, I bet. And I bet he plays an instrument. And Brett's like, my husband said, how do you know? I said, I don't know. I just have a feeling. And man, this guy got up there to play or to sing. And I was like, dang. And Brett said, how did you do that? So I walked up to him. I said, so who do you play with and what do you play? And he goes, how do you know I play? I said, I don't know how I know. But his name was Clint. That's all I know. He's Clint from Gatesville. And his voice was so good. I was like, man, you got to come on the show. But of course I didn't. I gave him my card, but I haven't heard from him. But he struck me so much, I wrote his name down because I'm like, I'll forget your name. I'm going to put your name down here. So I just thought it was weird because what are the odds of that? I'm in Beeville and he's in, it was out by the lake in Corpus Christi, basically Corpus Christi Lake area. And he was from Gatesville. And it was weird that he said that. He goes, well, I'm not from here. I said, oh, where are you from? He said, Gatesville. I was like, what are the odds of that? My sister's in Gatesville. And now you know what I mean? It
wasn't Clint Allen Janish, was it?
I don't know. Is there a guy named Clint that looks similar to you with a beard like you and a goatee?
Clint Janish doesn't really look a lot like me, but I know he was down in Corpus a little while ago.
Yeah, this was several weeks ago.
Several weeks ago. He's been.
Wait a minute.
Probably wasn't.
Oh, wait a minute. It was. He was with several different people, and I mean, his voice was really good. That's awesome. And it was just weird. I don't know. I just thought it was weird that it struck me.
It's really. Have you written a song about Gatesville?
You kind of showed up late, but Bloodstream was actually not specifically about Gatesville, but more about my alcoholism that I struggled with in Gatesville.
Okay.
So,
I would really like, and it was funny hearing you. You're from Gatesville has brought back all kinds of memories and stuff. It's crazy. If you have not lived in Gatesville, you do not understand how country it is.
Oh yeah.
And it's so strange because I used to live in town, but you go a block and you have sheep and goats and horses.
Oh yeah.
And then you'd have a sheriff that would bulls would be running, cows would be running through town, and a cop car behind the cow, trying to corral him back into where he needs to go. It's a crazy town.
That's funny.
And
that is so funny.
And the country of Gatesville is contagious because I moved to Gatesville, never wore boots, hated wearing boots, never wore Wranglers. I showed up in my Levi pants with my Converse and my metal band T-shirts, and my Vans and whatnot. And after being there a year, I leave wearing Wranglers and boots.
Yes.
Wow. So she said, Peggy said, I hunted in Pancake, LOL. What?
Yeah, there's a little town called Pancake.
Oh, there's a town? I thought, what in the world are you talking about, Peggy?
Yeah, there's a little town called Pancake.
I did not know that.
I think it's west of Gatesville, if I can remember right. I don't know.
Wow.
But I was just
Wow. Well, even years after I left, I had a dear friend that lived in Gatesville that was from Port Aransas, and I went back several times to visit her, but I hadn't been there in, gosh, it's
and the funny thing is that and I know I keep bringing up Gatesville, but like I said, all these memories, and people just don't understand of how country this town is. And I'm gonna keep saying it country because see, I'm originally born and raised in Beeville, and I was around Hispanics, and of course the Hispanics have that Hispanic accent, right?
Right.
I pull up in the Walmart parking lot in Gatesville for the first time, and I get out, and there's a bunch of Hispanic people around, and of course you expect the Hispanic accent. No, these guys are talking like country, and I'm like,
yeah, exactly.
Did you just get into the Twilight Zone?
I was like, what? I was
for
like,
such a short distance, it changes a lot, doesn't it, Paul?
Yeah, and it's crazy. But yeah, no, it's a nice little small town to be in if you want to be in the country.
Yeah, I haven't been out that way in forever. I know when I'd go to visit my friend, we didn't ever do much, but I thought it was a cool little town. Very small though. It's very small.
That's a real small town, but it's actually it's a good spot because you're like 30 minutes from Waco.
Yeah,
you can go to Lampasas, you can go down to Killeen. Then you can go over to Temple and
yeah.
So it's a good little central area that you can go pretty much everywhere.
And actually, where I grew up for the most part, I know Ethan knows where it is because you're from Waco originally. I grew up in Bremond and in Kasi. So if you know how little they are, they're even smaller than Gatesville.
Okay,
at least they used to be.
And it's funny because Peggy just says right here, drive-in movie. Yes, Gatesville has it has a drive-in movie. And let me tell you people about the drive-in movie in Gatesville. If you have not experienced a drive-in movie, go to the drive-in movie in Gatesville because you'll never experience.
Didn't you take Crystal to that? You took Crystal to that just as a
no, I did because you'll never experience anything like that. I'm talking sofas and couches in the back of your trucks, people pulling out barbecue pits and barbecuing on the ground in front of their trucks while watching the movies. It's awesome.
What? Oh my God, now I want to go.
It's the cheapest movie you're going to get because for the drive-in theater, you could load the bed of a truck. You could load it down with as many people as you can fit. Yep. It's $10 for a vehicle.
Oh my God.
It sure is. And I tell you what, people.
I haven't been to a drive-in since I was a kid. Wow, that is so cool.
It's an awesome experience. Like I said, if you have not experienced it, you have to go to the Gatesville.
Well, I'm gonna have to make a trip. I'm gonna have to make a trip just to go to the drive-in and maybe.
Believe me, it's worth it. It's worth getting up in the morning, driving over there just to go experience. And you have to go on a Friday night. You have to go on a Friday night because that's when all of the country folk come out. And give you a good, and it's not just for the movie, you get to experience because they come out and have just a blast, and it's awesome.
So is it called Wichita, Kansas Drive-In, or is that?
No, it's not Wichita. It's a Gatesville drive-in.
Okay, so they have one. Wichita, Kansas has a drive-in, I guess.
Oh, cool.
Wow, that is so cool. So you want to sing another song for us? We're running out of time, unfortunately, Ethan. Dang it.
Well, see, this is what happens when I get on. We just start talking about random stuff.
I know. It's okay. Okay, Ethan, go ahead. What are you going to sing for us now?
This next song is also about getting drunk and getting high. And anyway, this song is called "Devil Pick My Soul."
Oh,
this is by far one of our favorites to play as a band. So
Devil Pick My Soul or Picked My Soul?
Either way.
Okay. All right. Paul's listening, I'm sure.
Paul go? I think we lost
He'll
Paul.
be back. He turned off his camera for a minute. He must have to sneeze. He's back.
I just turned my camera off. I was
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go.
We're ready.
This is Devil Pick My Soul.
He's listening.
Devil gonna pick up my soul and take it down to the flames. Lord, I know I'm gonna hell if I don't change my ways. Devil gonna pick up my soul and carry that shit away. And I don't wanna change my ways, 'cause it's drink after drink and a smoke and I'm trying to feel okay. Lord knows there's nothing he can do that can change me today. Drink after drink, did a smoke, and I'm doing this every day. I don't want to change my way. Devil, take me away. Every time I pass that sign out on the mall crossroads, I tell myself I'ma turn around and go back home. But I keep pushing forward down the path, no one never knows. Never gonna come and take my soul, 'cause it's drink after drink, then a smoke and I'm trying to feel okay. Lord knows there's nothing he can do that can change me today. Drink after drink, then a smoke, and I'm doing this every day. I don't want to change my way. Devil, take me away. Devil, take me away. Gonna pick up my soul and take it down to the flames. Lord, I know I'm gonna hell if I don't change my way. Devil gonna pick up my soul and carry that shit away. And I don't wanna change my way. Won't change my way.
You're not allowed to play that song ever again when I'm around, because I just have a massive headache because I was headbanging by accident.
Ethan! God, man! Woo! Woo!
I started doing the headbanging, my neck cracked, and I'm like,
Maggie, where's your woo? My woo is broke. Woohoo!
wow.
Man, Paul, you're hilarious. I know.
I saw you over there jamming with your guitar, man.
No, it's not mine. It's my daughter's little play guitar that she has.
That's hilarious.
Perfect.
It's a little play guitar that.
Ooh, thank you, Peggy.
It's funny because I sat there and I'm playing on my guitar. Well, we bought this for my daughter a long time ago, and she comes there, Daddy, I want to play too. So she gets in there and she's like, she's just jamming with me, and
that's so cute. That is so cute.
She also has a little whammy bar.
A little whammy bar too.
No way. That's cool.
Awesome.
So Peggy said, I know your neighbors love you. Yes, I bet they do.
They do, though. I'm
sure they do. They've got free entertainment. They're like, sing it, man, sing it. Wow. Ethan, you are such a talented guy, man.
Thank you.
And you know what's so funny about having these podcasts and a lot of things that people don't realize is that I've gotten into music because of this podcast, because I mainly came on here to do, authors and books and stuff. And I wasn't really a music guy. I mean, I'm more of a writer.
That's what my husband said. I can't wait to go to one of his shows.
Yeah, I know.
Go to one of his shows. Yeah, for real, Ethan. Keep us posted. Like, post your postings on the post. That way we can post it, and so maybe we can go.
Yeah, anybody watching, just follow us on Facebook, Instagram. Those are my main two spots. You can also check out our website, dirtroadrebellion.com. All our shows are posted on there, so you'll know exactly where we're at all times.
And now that you said that, I completely forgot to ask, where can they find your songs, the ones that are recorded that we played earlier, the video?
Yeah, so we have 8 songs out, 5 of those being on an acoustic EP. You can find them across all major streaming platforms except for Pandora.
Except for Pandora. So anywhere else.
I don't like Pandora.
Yes, I understand. So all they have to do, they have to type in the whole name, Ethan Smith and the Dirt Road Rebellion.
Correct.
You got it? Ethan Smith and the Dirt Road Rebellion. Write that down. I'll give you time. Peggy says YouTube, Ethan Smith and the Dirt Road Rebellion.
Yeah, my favorite ones are YouTube, Amazon, Apple Music, and Spotify.
Yes.
So if you have those are the best ways to support us, because we actually get the most royalties out of those 4. Everywhere else, I mean, we get like a fraction of a penny. So
yeah, it's ridiculous, isn't it? So do y'all use DistroKid too? Everybody
Absolutely.
Uses that.
Yes, they're the hands down the best. Second best, I would say, CD Baby for any musicians watching looking to push their music. DistroKid and CD Baby are like the go-tos. Actually, for you as well, Carolyn, you could get your podcast on all streaming networks with DistroKid. So if you had a way to record podcast, yeah.
I've got it on a lot already. I didn't know that they did podcasts too. Well, thank you, Ethan. Let me add that to my list.
There you go.
Let's now expand it.
I don't know how. I don't know how to do it anymore. I don't know how to go any further. I'm getting so exhausted going all these places.
Oh, it's wild.
Just kidding. We're having a blast. I'm having a blast. What were you going to say, Paul? I always interrupt Paul, not on purpose. What, Paul? Get over it.
No. I just realized my camera was reversed. It was mirrored. I'm like, oh, let me fix that real fast. Oh, I can read my shirt now. No,
Oh, you I didn't even notice it.
Oh, I've been like first the whole time. Like I didn't even realize that I could turn it around.
I didn't think you could. Not on mine. You can't because I'm on the laptop. How do I do that, Paul? Paul is my.
No, I was just saying that's pretty cool, Carolyn. Now you can expand out to DistroKid.
Yeah, why not?
And you know what? We might actually be able to hit more musicians that way too, because they're on DistroKid as well. And see that'd be amazing.
All right. Well, thank you for letting me know that.
Yeah. What I was saying earlier is that this podcast and meeting musicians like you has actually inspired me to do this. And then not only this, my son now wants to get a guitar.
Oh,
and now my wife has now got into the whole music thing. She wants a guitar. And now my daughter wants a guitar. So next thing I know, we're going to have all kind of guitars everywhere. This is not going to turn into something really big until I get to the point where I'm like, okay, I'm done. On to the next thing.
That's what Paul does. Well, yeah, I can understand that. Y'all to be a jamming family.
I don't think it's going to go anywhere, because we have an RV in our backyard, and Crystal's already talking about ripping everything out of it, and she's going to convert it into a music studio.
Oh, that's super cool.
That's going to be our audio booth. So yeah, that's what we're going to have.
That'd be a cool audio booth. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. PRG Family Band. Oh, Peggy. Peggy, you're a genius. Peggy's a genius, Paul.
Or
She's going to be our new.
for the studio. Wait a minute.
Yeah, nice. Just get you an old RV, Ethan, and rip everything out of it.
Unfortunately, that costs a lot more money than a musician makes.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah,
it costs a lot more than a podcaster makes too.
Yeah, the RV I think costs like $3,000, but it's like it's an old one, and she basically said, "Hey, why don't we just just rip it out? Let's rip everything out of it, and then we'll just do whatever." And I'm like, "Let's make that happen."
It's a good idea. You can put whatever you want on the walls, and you can put all that foam everywhere.
Hold on, I'll be right back. I hear kids are supposed to be in bed, and I hear screaming. I'll be right back.
I got kids to go tell goodnight to.
Yes, we need. Well, then, unfortunately, we have to say goodnight. It's time to say goodnight. We have had a blast with you, Ethan. Gosh, I really appreciate you being on. I really.
It's closing time.
Yes, time for you to go out to the play. Anyway. Yes,
go home,
I know.
But you can't stay here.
No, exactly. And I wish we could stay here all night. But man, it's been such a blast having you on. You're a great guy. Great.
It's definitely been
so
fun.
talented. Please continue to share your locations with us where you're going to be playing any gigs. Honestly. And Peggy, we had a blast with you. You're awesome. We love you guys.
I'm going to get out of here
to the family
of this.
Okay.
But anyway, it was nice meeting you.
See you later, buddy.
Bye, Paul. See you later.
I'm looking forward to hearing more music from you because I want to go look you up and actually do all that too.
Yes, absolutely. So Ethan, good night, Paul. Yeah, Ethan, keep sharing, please. Honestly, share with us and if I get any chance to get you shows down here, I know you don't need my help, but I want to get you closer so I can hear you live.
Any help we can possibly get. So.
Absolutely. And keep next year in mind, good Lord willing. It's not even public yet. Well, I guess it kind of is now. Peggy, bye, sweetheart. It's so good. Thank you so much for referring your nephew to
Peggy,
us.
love you.
Gosh, you guys are awesome. God bless you all. And remember, everybody out there, ladies and gentlemen, try to be kind to everyone. Try to do a good deed, a nice deed. Just say you look nice tonight. Say something nice to people. We're all struggling. Now the gas is going through the roof. Billy, thank you so much. Good night. Keep going, Ethan. That's what Billy said. God bless you. God bless you. Thank you so much, Ethan. Have a wonderful evening.
All righty. Thanks
for joining us. Good night.
Bye-bye.